going through all of these weird thoughts which you get are because of the fact that the research says, I'm sorry that actually I have to say it on this occasion,
And I
but
need
the
to
research says
add on also.
that by 2020, depression is going to be the killer on number 3. In the top 3 killers, depression is going to be one of them. And I think to raise awareness, we definitely need such kind of people or such kind of work to actually raise awareness. And this is what our forte is at PTV World. What do you want to say, Ma?
I just want to say that I want to thank PTV World again for this platform that we can raise awareness about something which people in Pakistan, this is like a taboo or stigma that, you know, like people don't really understand that people are depressed. When I say that I'm depressed, I don't feel well. So the next thing they say is that, no, you have flu, or you're not feeling well, so you just go take a nap or something. But they don't really understand what's going through the back of their head. So we really need to talk about it, and we really, if our youngsters have something to say, and if they are going through some disease like this, they really need to come out and talk about it. People need to get out of their shells and talk about this illness. It's an illness, it's a disease.
It is a disease, and it's a curable disease. The whole idea is you need to first understand and accept that you have this.
Exactly.
Because people usually what they say is, for instance, if someone comes up to me and, you know, says, I'm feeling depressed, the whole idea is, firstly, you have to come to that point to accept that you are, or you're going through a phase in life. And it's not something that is not curable. It is absolutely curable. And one more important thing that I would like to add on to this is people need to change their lifestyles a bit, because I think relying a lot on social media and seeing things happening around you, which is like, that actually triggers a lot of things, a lot of thoughts in your mind, right?
And to stay back in your head too as well. On different
subconsciously,
you're like, oh, you know, this might happen to me too.
Yes, subconsciously. So the idea is just stay away from social media. I mean, I do social media. I do social media only when it comes to work. If I had a chance to run away from it, I would have honestly run away from it.
Exactly, and I think that, you know, I even run some tests on a few of my friends who actually do not use social media, not at all. They're entrepreneurs, they're businessmen.
Amazing.
Well, for you it is important,
Amazing.
But the type of work they do is they're selling pipes or mortars or whatnot, so they do not require it. They're very happy people.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What's your take on this?
I feel it's, you know, it's intoxicating.
Yes, it is.
If you just put your phone aside and you don't use it, you're at peace.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you get up, you're bombarded with these things.
Exactly.
You feel more stressed out.
So how do you think media can actually play a very pivotal role in that too?
Media plays a big role.
Because other than that, you're watching dramas where there are women who are crying, where the women who are getting divorced.
No, all dramas are like that. They do have a, you know,
vital...
No, but I still
we
think
do have vital messages in them.
I think drama industry actually has to come out of the shell too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right? There's a lot that you can do, or maybe a story of a policeman who is and even the female policemen who are in the line of duty. They can talk about the hospitals.
Yeah, they need
can
to
have
change their
soaps of that sort.
storyline now.
Yeah.
But they want the same Saas Bahu story, which I think it's too much. I think it's about time
getting
they
to
need
us
to.
now.
Yeah.
They need
But then
to
again,
change
I
now.
have seen a few more dramas where, you know, it's like real life stories going on.
Absolutely, I totally agree. I see what my idea of doing this is have variation.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
have an action sequence, have a mystery sequence, have a
some dance sequence too.
Absolutely, man. I mean, like you need to have different sorts of entertainment, not one sort that, you know, in one of the stories Alamdar Khan is the husband and the other stories Alamdar Khan is the father of the, you know what I mean? You see a lot of that too.
True,
so that's probably one of the reasons I don't do a lot of dramas. I do a limited.
Let's see what Umair has to say. Umair, what do you have to say about it?
I think media can play, I think it has already started to put their stake in it, but they have to do a lot. I still think they have to do a lot because this thing is going to eat this generation like a tumor.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who go through this phase and then they would sleep sad, they would wake up happy, they would be sad again in a couple of hours. You know, they have this mental disorder and they do not want to accept the fact that there is something majorly wrong in their lives which they do not want to share. Or maybe they don't find people who can.
Exactly, and that's very correct too. And that makes me move on to Asmar over here. Now, Asmar, for example, you know, there was this time when we actually witnessed, well, I think that we were a very lucky breed in a generation too as well, that we had music channels, we had drama channels, we had infotainment, we had entertainment. Now, as a matter of fact, you know, since you're a musician, we do not have many platforms. We do have Patari, we want to highlight all of those things. But PT World over here, you know, we do try to get everybody together, but then one way or the other, you know, it's not that simple. So how do you think that in days to come, PTV World can be that platform? Because where we say that, you know, PTV World has done so much, we should actually talk about recommendations and suggestions that this is something which we can do in days to come to make it look better?
Right.
Well, personally, I think for singers like me who have been doing this thing by their teenagers, yeah, I'm sure Alamdar has been doing this thing, his singing, yeah, by teenage, yeah. I think what people need to understand is that social media is not everything.
Yeah.
Singers these days, they are relying on social media. They are just relying on social media, yeah. Now I have seen a few bloggers, they offer different things, yeah, to singers to come out of, to spotlight them, you know, to make their videos viral. I'm a singer, a songwriter, yeah. I've been trying a lot, yeah. And I think people need to focus on what is the best platform for their talent. It's a fact, yeah. PTV World is the best platform to initiate your talent. So I think. That's my
I think
point.
to add to that,
recommendations.
Recommendations. You should have more shows like this.
Yeah.
Other than just the birthdays, and more shows, and have more people come in so they can talk about themselves instead of relying 100% on the social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you could be that platform for everybody.
Very nice.
Thank
Nanda,
you.
what about you?
I think I already was in talking terms to do a music show for you guys, and I think we need to take this seriously, because I'll tell you why. Like I said, PTV World has added a lot of value to the talent that's based in Pakistan and the exposure. I think we can definitely utilize this platform to the artists. Asmar, I've heard his music, he does great music, but the point is the highlighted part can only come from a recognizable channel. Right. I started my personal career, I'll be honest, on TV. My first ever experience was PTV's drama called Atish.
Wow.
Yeah. And just doing that one drama, everybody knew me, man. This was back in 2001 or 2, I remember. Yeah. And I was like, it was just the normal character, but I did it. So what I realized was it still has a lot of reach, right? It has everything in the roots. People do watch PTV World, people do watch PTV. So the idea is we have this platform, we have this channel. I think we can do a lot of justice to the upcoming talent by bringing them on the show, highlighting what kind of music they want. And honestly telling you, there are a lot of deals that people get on the social media, but if they have something from the label of PTV World, I think it would definitely add value.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
like, instead of the social media, like if you are promoting music, like Umair is here, I'm here. Maybe you could have a show at our place, or maybe you could have his, like you said, his cake or something.
Yeah, that would be more fun.
That's how you're promoting, and whether we accept it or not, PTV is. It's
has always,
the roots.
has always promoted
it.
And
has actually even played the role of an academy. I mean, for me too as well, for all of those legends whom we see on private channels these days, everybody left from here. So I don't want to take names.
Yeah, like I said, I started from here, man. So
I think Umair would actually give us recommendations about a cooking show which we already have.
I do not cook.
He bakes.
Oh yeah, all right. So what do we call somebody who
show.
bakes? I think this is another
Baker.
A baker.
Baker. But it says chef. That's why I was like, oh, do you cook? All right. So, but that's cool.
I can help with the cooking show.
So can we have a baking show? That's what the recommendation is?
Why not?
Oh, that's cool. And you're going to give us your expertise too as well.
Why not?
But meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, since the cake is in the oven, that's what the baker says comes out from the baker's mouth as well. We need to share a clip with you guys. Go ahead, take a look, and when you guys are going to come back, we'll definitely move on with some more interesting questions and games. We're celebrating. Woo! You want to say woohoo? 1, 2, 3. Woo! All right, let's do it. All right, it looks very yummy and tasty. Let's see when finally it's going to be over here on the table, and the winning team is going to eat it.
Well, eat it all, of course.
It's for everyone, Shafaq.
We will definitely share, but now we're going to move on towards another game. And I'm very sorry that I have this within my own personality that I can never get serious. I'm sorry, Mariam. I know that you have said that to me
so
that,
many times.
Please make sure grow up and whatnot. But it's perfectly all right not to grow up. So, ladies and gentlemen,
okay not to grow up.
What we are going to do is that we are actually going to play some songs, put the headphones in the ear.
They're still my team?
Yeah, they're still your team. Do you want to change teams?
Good luck.
No, we're fine.
Yeah, I just need to see. Okay. So what we're going to do is that we're going to play different songs. Please make sure that, let me make sure that whether the song's playing or not. Okay, here you go.
So what do we have to do with the music is the question.
Just put this on, whatever's on is on. Okay, so go ahead.
There you go.
And make sure that the song's actually being played. And make sure that you cannot listen to us. Do not turn down the volume. Omer, you have to check, okay?
What do I have to do? Do I have to just put this on and just sleep?
Oh, no, you need to listen, with your headphones on, he's going to say a word and you need to guess what that word is.
Yeah.
So even if you don't, I will whisper that.
Okay.
Hold on.
I just need to get away a little bit. He's too close. Despacito.
Philanthropist?
No. Okay, don't touch them. Despacito. You can try guessing. Despacito.
Change the, I don't know, man.
Okay, the next one.
I think they're like the most soundproof earphones that you guys could get. So.
Okay, give it to Umair. It's Umair's turn.
It's crazy.
Okay, make sure that the music's on. Everybody's playing it individually. It's on.
The word was Despacito.
Look at me. I need to look at you over Okay. What? It's not working?
They are working.
4-1.
Roll over?
No, try it once again, okay? 4-1.
401.
Oh, yeah! Time now to move on to Naveen over here, ladies and gentlemen. Very quickly. Yeah, it's still working. Put it on quickly. So, Mariam, you ask the word.
Okay.
Yeah, don't cheat.
Give me a word.
Okay, I'll give you a word.
Okay. Naveen.
Come again?
Naveen.
The finished?
Okay. Naveen.
Naveen.
Yeah!
Wow.
All right.
She's good.
It's a Smar's time now.
I thought you said Shakespeare Lounge.
All right. Can you listen to the music?
Yeah, it's really loud.
I can't hear.
Okay, fine. Concert.
What?
Concert. Try guessing. Concert.
I don't get it.
Still try to guess.
Ostrich?
No. Concert.
Let me do it for him.
Concert.
I can't hear.
Concert.
Actually, the problem
that's
is
the
the
point
song is so that's Bruno Mars
Yeah,
and
Yeah, that's what the point
That's
is.
the whole idea.
Put it back very
song.
quickly. Okay, another one.
okay.
Concentrate on the lips.
Music. Guess it. At least guess it. Fine guess. Music.
Okay. Mucha?
No. It's not like
Muchas
that. All right,
gracias.
ladies and
I thought
gentlemen,
that was
at this point
Spanish.
of time,
It's a tie.
we're going to bid you guys farewell. We're definitely
All
going to
right.
call you back when we are going to cut the cake. And
Yes.
because it's not yet ready. Any last words, what you want to say, what you want to wish PTV World, anything you guys want to say, go ahead.
I think firstly I'd like to thank you, the team, for having us on the 5th anniversary, and I look forward on producing and doing more music, not only for Pakistan itself, but internationally as well. For those who want to go check out my song, they can always find it on YouTube, and you can always Shazam my music now.
Very
so
nice.
I'm going to release my album hopefully in the first week of February. It's going to be online on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Savan, etc., etc.
Oh, lovely.
So I hope that you guys would support my music and bring it on.
Very well.
Wonderful.
Looking forward for the baking show.
That's great. Naveen, what about you?
Thank you for having us over. Thank you for giving us this platform. And I'm looking forward for you guys to coming over to my place, Shakespeare Lounge.
And we will
sure
definitely
do.
be
Yeah.
there. Smart, what about you?
Thank you for having us over here, and it's been such a good time, yeah. And definitely, I'll be looking forward to you. And I'll be releasing my song first week of the February, yeah. And everyone can listen it on iTunes, Patari, and definitely on social media.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
It's lovely to have you. You guys will have to wait Meanwhile, we'll have some other guests over here and we're going to do the cutting ceremony together too. So don't go anywhere, even if you are busy.
Yeah.
Be with us, be with PTV World and stick to us. Ladies and gentlemen, don't
Thank
go
you.
anywhere. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
One, two, three. Happy birthday, PTV World. For everybody who just got tuned into PTV World, first of all, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, and we are celebrating the 5th anniversary of PTV World, which actually kicked off back in 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, we've achieved so much, but there's so much yet to be achieved. But as a matter of fact, for all of those people who actually joined us earlier, they said what they wanted to say. They shared whatever their experiences were, and PTV World obviously will be giving away such platforms to all of those people who can share the talent with the entire world. Once again, for all those people who just tuned in, we are celebrating. It is an auspicious occasion.
It is.
But at the same time, what we want to say over here is that it's not about just saying all the good things. We are here to ask our guests what recommendations do they have, what can we do in near future, what type of programming we should have.
Yeah.
But so far, so good for all those people who are out there who are sending in their feedback. It's just superb to be over here on this day. And once again, I want to do that. So I want to, congratulate the entire crew for our makeup, cameraman, lights, people who actually serve us with food in cafeteria, our producers. But sorry that, I'm naming you last, our team in the MCR, our bosses, the entire administration, the MD, the information ministry, our information minister too as well, and then ourselves by the end of the day, and to you, to my family who actually made it possible for me to be over here every day and to celebrate and to be full of joys and to share all of that awareness with all of those people who are out there. Mariam, now is your turn. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Now, let's get started like this. For example, you've done 18 shows down the line.
Yes.
How do you feel about PTV World, and how do you think that within these 18 days it has actually transformed your personality, or it didn't?
It did actually. It was quite a job getting really early in the morning, but I had to because of my daughter. But still, it was quite a job. Yeah. There we go, our daughter. But then again, it shaped me into a better person. Like, I have this confidence to talk to people. My first show was terrible. I was so nervous. But my producers really, I really want to thank them. They really pushed me, and I would like to, all jokes apart, I want to thank my husband right here who really supported me, my family.
This is the only time when she
this is the only time I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say this afterwards. So he has been really supportive, and I've learned so much from Shahzad. And the way I talk right now is because of him and because of the people behind the camera. And I think it is quite an opportunity. Not a lot of people get this opportunity, but
all right, that's cool. That's cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have actually been joined by some newer guests over here in the studios. On my right hand side, we have been joined by somebody who's got massive following. She does a show on PTV News and then on PTV Home too as well. Kanoon Bolta is the name of the show. It's the title of the show. She's a barista herself. She's all over the place. You know, whether you're walking down the aisle or you're walking up the aisle, you know, you'll see her in the makeup room too as well. But thank you very much for making it over here. We have been joined by barrister Fatima. Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, and it's good to see you after a long time. I think this is our second show together.
Exactly, that's what it is, and that's why, you know, we are actually calling back people who have been on the show so that they can share their experiences and how we have progressed and transformed too. So you were here when PTV World was being launched back in 2013. What was going on? That's something which I want to know, because I became a part of PTV World after 3 months of its launch.
I think that back then, and that was ironically the time that I also started my TV career with Pakistan Television. And ideally, to be honest, I wanted to start a show with PTV World, but somehow the management convinced me that, you know, the show that you're doing, it is more, it's better if you end up doing it in Urdu and you know, do it in PTV Home and PTV News. So back then, I think it was very new, it was in the making, and it hadn't emerged. But now when I see all your programs, be it your morning show, your very own show with Maha, or the political shows that you're doing, I think it's great, because I see quite a few educated anchors like yourself. And then I've also seen a lady barrister hosting a current affairs show, and then your wife, who herself is a lawyer.
Yes.
So it's good to see that, you know, educated anchors are, you know, basically occupying screen space. And other than that, I think in terms of programming though, I think, but it could perhaps be a bit more improved in the sense that, you know, maybe you should do more shows related to social issues, because the programming, as I see,
I was about
is
to say that.
basically is either just morning show based or it's on the political front. So in PTV Home and PTV News, not necessarily shows like mine, but shows with, you know, also cater to the problems of the Pakistani masses.
So imagine, and I think that, you know, our morning show actually serves the idea as well, because on my left-hand side, we have once again been joined with somebody who for the very first time brought in K-pop to Pakistan, and then she's got her makeup tutorials all over YouTube as well. She's actually known as Queen, aka Queen, but she's none other than Miss Sophia Mujahid. Hello, Sophia, aka Queen. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Absolute pleasure to see you again. I was here last time, and it was such a fun experience with you and Maha.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us once again. So it's our 5th anniversary. We've finally completed 5 years, and there are more years to come, inshallah. How do you feel since you have been on the show? You've been a part of the PTV World family. You've been coming in, and you've been going out too. But how do you feel to have a platform where you can share the talent with audiences in more than 70 countries?
Oh, that's amazing, and I'm really, it's a privilege to be here celebrating with you. And I think as an exposition of the internet culture, I think it's amazing to have other cultures and promoting and expressing that Pakistan loves freedom of expression, and the way that they're promoting new talents.
You're politically very correct. Wow, that's just cool. Okay, so, you know, for all those people who might have actually tuned in for the very first time, what is K-pop? I know that it's Korean pop, but what is it actually?
It's a world phenomenon. It has gone viral for many years. It's actually Korean pop music where there are artists and groups, they dance and sing at the same time. So it's like practically impossible, but they somehow do it, and I've been fascinated by it for many years now, and it has made me realize my passion for music.
And you're self-taught?
I'm self-taught, yes.
100%?
100%.
Oh, that's cool. So right now, we're not going to make you dance, but we're going to make you sing. That was
You
insane.
always do that.
All right, let's do it. So what are you going to sing? Because it's such a good occasion.
I'm gonna sing a Korean song.
Okay.
All right. It's a very high-pitched song, so I'm worried if I'm gonna mess up, but let's give it a try.
Yeah.
나는 맘소리치 마 제발 내 심장에 거두어가 그래 날 가로수로 좋아 별빛에 차고 모두 감은 밤 나는 다른 남자였다며 해고 안에 하고 저리로더라며 너의 그 사람 봐 밖은 3년 모두 되어버려 Baby don't cry tonight 아dom이 거지고 나면 Baby don't cry tonight 없었던 날이 다 거야 멀고 불금에 나갔은 네가 아니야 그대 몰라요 해도 So baby don't cry cry 내 사랑 대기 때니
That was fabulous, but now you'll have to tell us what did you just said.
Baby, don't cry.
Yeah, it's actually a song to a lover to, you know,
To express the feelings.
express the feeling that not to cry and not to be sad and just, you know, remember the happy times and go on with your life.
All right,
Oh,
so
that's lovely.
so now what do you have to say about it that we share the talent of Pakistan with all those people who are out there?
I think it's great, and considering she's such a young girl,
Yeah.
I wonder how you know, learn to sing this song. You have all the rhythms sorted, you know where exactly to pause. And what I really liked about her song was that you sang it with your heart. It came out like genuinely.
Wow.
So you're very talented that when you're a makeup artist as well.
Yes, she is.
self-taught.
And that's why, ladies and gentlemen,
Multi-talented.
thank you very much for doing that. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a small clip to share with you guys where Sophia, well, do you want to do it?
Yes, where Sophia is actually telling us about how to color correct our skin tone. Like we have dark circles or some patches, so she is going to show us how to color correct them.
With
It's
the
a
help
wonderful
of a
video.
lipstick.
Actually, it's let me do it.
All right, do it, yeah, do it. I just
So
got
it's
excited.
actually with the lipstick, and it's actually very useful for us ladies, how to color correct really quickly. So I really loved her video, and it's very unique and very different. So please go have a look. Do you want to say something?
Because
now?
no matter what happens, a woman will always have a lipstick in her bag. So you can correct your makeup anytime, anywhere, at any place.
Right.
And let's go ahead and take a look at this tutorial.
Well, hello there guys, I hope you all are doing well. So if you didn't know, bold lipsticks are not only used for dramatic looks, but it has some other purposes and it can be used for much simpler looks. So the first technique I'm gonna use is called color correcting using a red lipstick. And I know it sounds crazy, I was very unsure about it at first until I tried it myself. I was very surprised by the results because I didn't think it was gonna work. So you're supposed to put your foundation or concealer over it. And once I did that and began to blend a little bit, it started to turn into an orangey salmon color and then it just disappeared. And I was like, what? Where did it go? But then I realized that orange and salmon tones are supposed to neutralize purple tones, such as your under eye circles, so you can even use an orange lipstick for this, and it will work wonders. You can't really see the difference because I already had foundation on, but trust me, it works.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, PTV World. Happy birthday to you. Whoa! I just got a little bit more excited, ladies and gentlemen. We are still over here, we're still enjoying, but at this particular point of time, I think what we're going to do is that we're going to move on to our guests because we have got something very amazing to ask them. So I'm going to ask you a number of questions and you have to answer all of these riddles. Well,
And
these riddles
you're on
are
my team.
literally very stupid. Don't think that, you know, they are actually going to be about something very nice and special, but you still have to guess. Let's see. So you're actually on Mariam's team.
Your team, Mariam.
And
We
you're my
lawyers need to
team.
stick together.
That's how it is going. So my first question is, and you'll have 5 seconds to answer that.
Go slow
What
with
gets
seconds.
wetter and wetter the more it dries? What gets wetter and wetter the more it dries? 1,
I can
2,
answer
Water.
right.
3,
Towel.
4. Oh yeah, yeah. But that's cheating. You had the same question.
You cheated.
Yeah, yeah.
I did.
No, it's not that we're husband and wife. We don't cheat. It's perfectly all right. We keep our cell phones to our
Yes.
yeah us. Yeah, that's it. All right. So name the most recent year in which New Year's came before Christmas.
New Year's came before Christmas? I can't think of any.
New Year's came before Christmas, 2018.
Name the most recent year in which New Year's came before Christmas.
year.
I can't think of any such year.
This year, because
I
New
how
Year's
come?
always
This
comes
year.
before Christmas of the same year.
I said this.
Yeah, that's
oh my
what
God,
the
such
answer
a
is.
silly
Well,
question.
you're not supposed to answer.
I didn't
Oh,
get that
okay,
question.
so
I
my
thought
team
this
is
would be
supposed to
like maybe a
answer.
Karan Johar rapid fire round. That would be
No,
more
it's not like
interesting.
that. We do not even have a
Seriously.
gift hamper. Okay, moving on. What goes up and never comes down?
Hot air balloon.
It
Well,
does
that,
come
no,
down.
it comes down when the hot air is no more in there.
No, but it can go up. What if
Well,
you put it up in
but
the sky? Will you fly up to
Yeah,
get
yeah, that's what I'm saying. What goes up and never comes down?
a hot air balloon that you
two,
blow up in the sky,
It
open
comes
blue
down,
sky.
it lands. That's why people go in it. One.
No,
two,
gas balloon, sorry.
No. Age.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
helium.
Great.
Okay. Okay. What has a head and a tail but no body? What
Head
has a
and a
head and a
tail?
tail but no body? It's very easy.
Oh my God, I
But
know
don't do it.
it.
Don't do it. You're
No,
mighty.
no
One,
body. I can't think of anything.
2, 3.
Can I
four,
answer it?
No. 5. A coin.
I
A head and a
know.
tail. All right. All right. All
I
right.
knew that one.
If there are 12 fish and half of them drown, how many are there?
6.
Fish does not drown.
Oh God.
It's all right.
So
I think,
bad. I
okay,
lost
but,
this
but
one
you
so
guessed
bad.
one. You guys guessed
you-
one. It's
what
all
else?
right.
I'm
we
sorry,
do not have
Mariam.
gift hampers, but we're going to share our cake with you.
Yes.
Everybody's going to get a piece of cake. It's your turn to ask Sophia.
Yes.
So let's
Please
see.
make the questions very tough.
They are.
Oh, come
Please.
on, don't do
I
that.
knew one
And
of
she's
them.
But
You
these
can't
questions are so
answer.
silly. Who came up with them?
I told you earlier
Honestly,
that it's
where's
not
the
going to
silly
be about something very
questions?
special and good and big.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, these are very, very silly. Okay, so Shazad, you cannot answer. Why did the smartphone need glasses? 1,
Because it's not very smart.
Because of the screen.
3, 4.
Glass.
No, because it lost all of its contacts.
Oh. See, that's why.
Dumb.
Good one.
I know. What has a soul but doesn't live and a tongue but can't taste?
What sorry?
has a soul but doesn't live and a tongue but can't taste? 1,
Doesn't live?
2. A soul.
I had that expression on
I think that's a shoe.
Shazad.
Yeah, that's the
That
only thing
is
which has
actually
got
a
a
shoe.
soul other than not being a living thing.
knowing the answer.
You
What's
meant
the answer?
soul.
Yeah.
You know your questions are very dual. They could have more than one answers. So you should possibly give people options. That would
Okay.
be more fair to them.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to
But
try.
not in her case because that would be unfair to me.
Oh,
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a very easy question. How many apples grow on a tree? Shazad, don't answer.
Apples grow on a tree?
How many apples grow on a tree? 1, 2,
I have no idea.
3. All apples grow on a tree.
Yeah, by the way. So you were thinking of a number, by the way?
Yeah, I was.
50 apples grow on a tree, ladies
I
and
swear these
gentlemen.
questions are so tricky. They actually make you question your own intellect and your
Yeah.
IQ.
I
Yeah,
know.
but they're very apt questions, by the way. Yeah.
Okay, this is a question we asked earlier also, and Shazad, don't answer. There was a plane crash. Every single person died. Who survived?
Every single person
1,
died. Single
2,
person
3.
died.
There was a. Sorry. Could you repeat
5.
the question?
Yeah, repeat the question. Come on. She's on my team.
There was a plane crash. There was a plane crash. Every single person died. Who survived?
Single person
1,
died.
2,
How many
3,
people were in there?
4, 5. A married couple. They survived.
All the couples survived.
Oh my
Every
God, you
single
guys are so
person died.
dumb.
Oh my God.
So I
Is
think
there
you're as
anything
bad
else?
as I am.
No,
we are
know.
equal
I
then.
think
yeah.
I won.
All right, so I think that you guys won because of the fact that husbands can never win in a fight when your wife actually wants to win. So they
No, that
won.
is- that
but
is
it's all
so
right,
wrong.
Sophia. It doesn't really matter. We're still going to get a piece of cake. But you guys will get the opportunity to ask us one question each.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So can I take my turn?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you're
I
on
want to
my
ask
team.
Mariam.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
go ahead.
Okay, great. So what is that one thing that you dislike about Shazad the most?
Well, the one thing I dislike, one thing. Let's focus on
I'm sorry, I'm getting even with you now. That's a very direct question.
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's all in good humor.
It's us being very dynamic.
Yeah.
Okay, the one thing I really dislike about Shazad is that he's always very late. Like whenever we have to go to a meeting or where there's a family gathering or a wedding or even getting up get him up in the morning. It's like a complete job. I have to, you know, like shake him every 5 minutes. Shazad, are you up? Should I go get ready myself? So that is the only thing I dislike.
And it's only because of the fact that she was born in an army family, and you know they always reach before time whenever it's a wedding and whatnot. So yeah, it's all right. Well, you're very well disciplined. Okay, what do you want to ask?
Okay, it's like a very out there question. Not really, but so let's suppose you were single.
Okay.
And you were taking a girl out on a date.
Yeah.
Not like a date, but like a meetup. So would you expect her to like split the bill, or would you like say, oh, it's no problem, even if she doesn't reach for her purse?
Do you do telekinesis or something of that sort where you predict future? Because I think you're about to get me divorced as well. So I'm not going to give that answer, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, let's suppose it was her. So before you guys got married, you were taking her out on a date for the very first time.
But how can you presume that they had a love marriage? Maybe they had an arranged marriage.
That's what happened.
This is why I'm saying let's suppose.
Okay, let's suppose.
All right, let's suppose. I'm supposing. Yes, why not? Why not? Because, you know, when we talk about women empowerment on the same channel, we've been talking about it quite a lot. And if the woman works, and I think that they should actually share all of what they have to share together, and that's what makes it a home too. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful message and a cute one, we're going to go for a short break.
And we're going to talk about this a little more after we're back from the break.
All right, let's do it this way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for everybody who just got tuned into PT World. You're watching special transmission of World this morning on a great occasion where we're celebrating PTV World's 5th anniversary, and good afternoon to everybody who's out there. Ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't really an easy sale, but as a matter of fact, for all those people who've actually joined us, they were our pillars and strength, and they made us who we are. And initially, you know, when we started, when we took off, for all those people who administered, who played their role as being elder brothers, and then we even had female bosses, elder sisters, that's what I can call them. They were visionaries too, in a fact, because they came up with this idea that we're going to have a morning show where we're going to get people on board from Islamabad who are talented, and we'll share it all across the globe. Other than this, when we talk about PTV World, we have got quite a lot of infotainment shows too, we've got cooking shows, and there's a different variety. But it's not that we cannot get better. We are always open for ideas. You can write to us on our fan page, which is with the name of World This Morning, and we'll definitely get it on the desk and get it sorted. But now we have been joined by somebody who's very special to World This Morning. She's always been here. She comes in, goes out. Whenever we need her, she's always there to fill in a spot too. She's all over the place over here in Islamabad and Pakistan. She's a very famous designer by now. The brand name is Zarsaya, and she's none other than Nimra. Hello, Nimra. How are you? Assalamu alaikum.
I'm good. How are you all?
We are absolutely perfect, and we are celebrating our 5th birthday. How do you feel about it?
I feel really excited because PTV World, I've been there so many times, and the team is really great. So I'm feeling very excited today.
Well, is this the face you make when you're excited? I'm sorry. Okay, once again, make a face where you think that you're excited, just the face.
I am really excited.
Oh, that's cool, that's cool. Okay, can you give it a try? Making a face, just the expression, no words.
Okay, considering this is my 3rd show, that's the only smile I can give, I swear.
Okay, Mariam, how do you feel excited?
I'm very excited.
Okay. Well, I think this is a happy face when you say how excited.
But this is probably the most exciting show that I have done today.
Thank you very much.
In the row, basically.
Thank you very much for saying that. But ladies and gentlemen, my excited face is something like this. Wow, that's terrible. She just said it on my face. That's terrible. It's all right. Let's take a look at your excited face.
I just go like this and jump up and down.
Okay, try doing that on the chair. That was one crazy idea. But Nimra, I'll come back to you. What do you have to say that we finally, reached to a point where we have been recognized, where there are people who write to us and they want to share all of what they have with us, and so that we can give them a platform too. And this is how it began with User Size, a brand now. How do you feel? What do you want to share?
I think the feeling is really great because I started introducing my brand from PTV World. So PTV World is special to me and especially to my brand.
Wow.
As concerned, the team is really great. You guys made a lot of effort and hard work, and now the day is here that we are, celebrating this day. So I think PTV is close to my heart and to Zersaya. So it's great.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And you look great. Is this your own creation?
Yes, it's my own creation.
This is lovely, wonderful.
Thank you.
So moving on, I wanted to ask Sophia. So Sophia, previously we were talking about K-pop and everything. So did you teach yourself Korean, or did you take classes or something like that? Because it's very fascinating. It's not something common I see here in Pakistan, like.
Meanwhile, I tend to pose as if I've got dimples.
I can do that too because I have dimples.
YouTube played a great part in my life. Everything I know, I just searched on YouTube and watched every video there is, and I tried my best to learn Korean without any proper teacher.
Oh, so you didn't take proper lessons or proper?
No, I just searched on the internet, and YouTube helped a lot.
Oh,
well, that's cool.
Very nice.
But now I think we've actually come to a point where we only left with 5 minutes or more. So what I want to get down with is that obviously we keep on saying good things about the organizations where we work, and we never tend to ask for recommendations or suggestions. So I think you're the perfect person to ask about what better can be done in a way where we reach out to the masses. Pakistan over here, the audience does not really want to listen to the English channels, but I think that now we need a change in the audience too.
Of course, I would agree with you. And like I initially mentioned, earlier during the conversation, I think we perhaps need PTV World, to be more specific, perhaps needs more shows which cater to the issues of the masses. And for that, I think you could, since you already have quite a youth following, you could also invite people from the young generation to make their due contribution in it. And other than that, I think you should also think about expanding the scope of programming which attracts those who are sitting abroad.
Exactly.
Like do shows which are on topics which are attractive and which would be relevant to your Pakistani following abroad.
Right.
So I think that's very relevant. And other than that, but I think PTV World overall is it's a very good channel if I come to see it. Firstly, I really like the lighting here. It's much better than in my channel PTV Home. Seriously, you look nicer on screen with minimal makeup. And then generally the whole the way you guys have dealt with it, the sophistication, the anchors themselves. So I think overall it's doing pretty well, but of course there's always room for improvement.
Amazing.
Lovely.
Nimra, what about you?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I agree with her that everything in the PTV World is going great, and I feel really great to be a part of this team now, and more episodes are yet to come.
Oh, this.
Wow. What about you, Sophia?
I'm really grateful that the PTV was the first to showcase my talent on international television. So the only thing I have to say about PTV is I will remember this and will hold close to my heart.
I think that we actually need to wrap up over here.
How nice, because I'm really dying in hypoglycemia.
All right,
I want some
and
sugar
the cake
in
is
my
superb
blood.
because we have even shared the video while the cake was in the making.
Great.
So ladies and gentlemen, if there's any positive criticism, even if it's not positive,
Constructive, anything.
Constructive, positive, anything, whatever you want to say, please say to us, share it, share your feelings with us, and keep on growing with us.
And this is how we're going to make our show more better, because this is how you're going to tell us what you dislike or you don't like. So we're going to get in those stuff in our show. So it is better to give positive feedback or whatever you want us to change. So
Wow, that's just great. So please don't forget to write to us on our Facebook fan page, which is with the name of
World This Morning.
On Twitter.
World This Morning without a G.
On Dailymotion and YouTube.
World This Morning.
And this fabulous repeat is going to be at
11 or 5 p.m.
Well, I don't certainly think, because this is a special transmission, ladies and gentlemen. Gotcha. So till the next time, look after yourselves. Love PTV, love the PTV family, and love us. And keep on doing that. We are going to move on towards our cake cutting ceremony. Let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, finally we reached to a point where we actually have to do the cake cutting ceremony. But as they always say, that please do not actually do all of those things which you want to do and which make you happy by your own self. Please make sure that all of those people who made you to reach a point should actually be beside you. So on my left-hand side, we have actually been joined by all of those people who made us who we are and who made PTV World what it is right now. So ladies and gentlemen, on my left-hand side, we've actually been joined by Lieutenant Colonel Hassan, who's actually the Director of PTV World and IR. Alongside him, we have been joined by Miss Shazia Sikandar, very close to our heart, actually gave me the opportunity to get started with this morning show. She's the Director, News and Current Affairs now. And moving on alongside, we have been actually joined by somebody who hired me and actually gave me this platform. And he's none other than Mr. Asmatullah Niazi, who's the Controller News, PTV World. Alongside him, we have actually been joined by somebody who looks after the daily affairs. He's the General Manager, and he's none other than Mr. Raja Musaddiq Khan. Then we have been joined by somebody who's the Controller Presentation, PTV World, Mr. Farad. He's right over there. Are we ready to celebrate?
Yes. Yeah.
Let's do it then. Let's do the honors.
We sing happy birthday to you.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. This is your birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Celebration all night long. May all your dreams come true. We sing all together. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday celebration. Party night, could feel the vibration. Lights are bright, we're feeling alright. We're dancing till the morning light. Happy birthday celebration. Everybody get the temptation. Once again, this is your night, and everyone feels right. Happy birthday to you.